Alrighty, okay, it is changing. Everything just panicked. I apparently have this hotkey set up for something else on the computer as well. So, okay. So let's dive in. I didn't change any of my colors again. What is going on with me? Feels like I haven't done this for a week. So let's dive in uh, with the protection aspect. So with protection, what we're going to be trying to do is minimize the amount of damage coming in. So one, that helps us stay in hero form for longer. And then also two, the key here is our, where is it? Our Berserker Frenzy. So Berserker Frenzy says that whenever we take any amount of damage from an attack, we can draw one card. So the idea is to use like energy barriers and stuff to mitigate the amount of damage, and probably hopefully only be taking one, so that we can use our regenerative healing to heal back up, and then also just stay in hero form for as long as possible. So energy barrier is going to be key here. I'm so excited for this build. I've been excited for this build ever since we got Wolverine announced. The other things that we're gonna need. Ooh, Leading Blow is actually a fairly solid card because he's gonna have a 3 attack. That gets us ready. But okay, we're gonna want What Doesn't Kill Me. I wonder what goes there. That's always panic when I flip into something with an empty slot. It's like, okay, what did I miss? Okay. Energy barrier. What Doesn't Kill Me. We're gonna grab 3 copies of What Doesn't Kill Me. So heal 2 damage from your hero and ready your hero. Because we are going to be taking and want to take damage, we are going to be able to trigger the cost of healing the 2 damage pretty much always, especially because we can damage ourselves on our turn. So 2 of those. Powerful Punch is interesting. Is his are his claws? It's an action, so we cannot use his claws to pay for a powerful punch. There was some talk about using his claws to pay for a momentum shift. I'm not quite sure if that is worth it because of like the fact that you have to heal, or you take 2. It's effectively free 2 damage, which let's see if we can get some better cards in our deck for that. Hey Nick, hey Nelson, how's it going? How are you liking Wolverine so far? He's definitely one of your favorites. Having an aggression right now with Utopia Bootcamp Ally strategy. He's been so strong. He's been so very cool. I've really enjoyed his playstyle. I loved the aggression game. The justice game gave me a lot of issues. Not quite sure. I'll have to reevaluate that probably afterwards. But I'm really excited for protection. And then leadership was bonkers. So Brand from Step Into the Portal suggested that I do a Jubilee recursion, and that worked so well. Jubilee recursion was incredibly good. Okay, so I'm looking at hard knocks and tackle. Not tackle, but maybe hard knocks. So deal 4 damage to an enemy. If that enemy is defeated, you give your hero a tough status card. So let's go ahead and grab at least 2 hard knocks. Just looking for attacks. At this point, we'll go ahead and grab our power-ups. Power-ups, power-up, power-up. There. Here's our basic package. Endurance, Ironheart. We got Ironheart there. Professor X probably is going in. The doubles are definitely going in. Longshot's probably not making it, let's be honest. We got Colossus, Endurance, Angel, Genius, and the X-Jet. And at this point, where did I put Utopia? Let's grab Utopia. And then let's look at our X-Men allies. If we can grab them from green, I would prefer that. So we have Polaris, Nightcrawler, Rock Slide. So let's go. Let's go Polaris. Let's go Nightcrawler. We got Rock Slide as well. Let's count up our X-Men allies. We got 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, the goal here is to use these allies to trigger Utopia to ready so that we can attack more. That's kind of the theme of the deck, is how many times can we attack. Leading Blow is interesting here. Probably not going to. Ooh, oh shoot, repurpose. Oh yes, repurpose those energy barriers. Yes. Gosh, repurpose is so cool. Okay, so we got repurposes in there. We're gonna grab 3. Okay, so how many cards is this? We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24 with the repurposes. I would like to get another tech upgrade in there for the repurpose. And we may cut the hard knocks if that is needed. Repurpose with Utopia seems good. Yeah, just ready. I built a green Hawkeye deck that I really like, that this is starting to look pretty similar to that. Where it's just a ton of readies and just using his massive attack. Fighting Fit could, I don't think it's this build, but Fighting Fit works really well with Logan because he's gonna probably have max 17 health. So you go a Force Field Generator. I don't love it. If you go Med Team, actually, you know what? Let's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. If we go Force Field Generator and like a Plasma Pistol, maybe? Force Field Generator just is such a good repurposed target. That's the problem. 1 generator and 2 barriers. I like the 3 barriers because you can keep them out there longer and you can trigger when, because we want 1 damage coming in to trigger our Berserker Frenzy. And so that's why I don't love Force Field Generator, is because we don't get a choice. So I'm thinking about, and we can also just modify the deck after we play it, because Med Team could, or Second Wind actually could be an interesting include here. Or like the Plasma Pistol, right? So if we go Plasma Pistol, that's another tech upgrade that we can use, which is a 2. And that also gives us some control over what we are, when we can trigger those repurposes. I think I like the Plasma Pistols more than the Hard Knocks, and maybe 1 Force Field Generator. If we can draw a Force Field Generator early, because Hard Knocks is actually the same issue as, yeah. The Hard Knocks, it's actually the same issue that we were seeing with like the Force Field Generator. Tough kind of negates that Berserker Frenzy. So let's go 2 Plasma Pistols and 2 Plasma Pistols, 1 Force Field. What about Subdue? -3 attack. Don't have to block it. Mitigates the damage you take, but still probably enough to trigger Frenzy. I like it. I like it. That maybe let's go with this now, and then let's reevaluate kind of towards the end if we needed more health. I'm not sure if we do, right? Because we haven't, well, we died in one game where we did not have any healing, and now we have what doesn't kill me, force field generators, and energy barriers to protect our health even more. So I'm not quite sure if we're even going to necessarily need that. I'm wondering if, like, can we with these repurposes, can we just win faster than what our health is triggered or reduced? I think, okay, so I think subdue works really well with Logan, not necessarily with this build. I'll say it like that. I think subdue works really well. I think momentum shift could work really well. I think there's a lot of cards that could work really well, but just kind of lean away from what we're trying to do. Electrostatic armor would be another good one. Subdue is just really good. Night Nurse, maybe in a different scenario, would be fine. Night Nurse is just a sidestep would be really good too. Sidestep would be really good. I'm gonna try this, which is almost just an exact clone of the Hawkeye deck, but still be able to take damage, but it's mitigated. Oh, that is true. Yeah, sidestep is really interesting because you're always going to take the base damage of like 3, but then you mitigate those boost icons. That's I like that. That's interesting. That's interesting. Let's just look at the decks. We got repurposes, plasma pistol, force field generator, energy barriers. So that's the strategy there. We then have Prof, Colossus, Angel, Nightcrawler, Polaris to trigger Utopia. So the idea here is we can repurpose energy barriers or any of these. Stand up. We have a +2. We're probably swinging at 5 at that point, and then we can stand up with Utopia. Really, we only need like one good repurpose turn, and we'll probably kill. Power protection is needed. I guess like the thing that what doesn't kill me stands you up too. We probably could cut the X-Jet and maybe one what doesn't kill me, or one energy barrier to get those sidesteps in. I'd rather keep the X-Jet actually. So maybe an energy barrier and a what doesn't kill me for the sidesteps. Or actually, probably, maybe Angel. Because we don't necessarily want the chump blockers. I really like sidestep. And actually subdue works really well too here. So I think sidestep is a little bit better because it deals the damage. Subdue is a 1-cost card too, right? But it prevents more. Angel is cheap and yeah, that does trigger Utopia. Let's run with what we got here. It honestly probably, I mean, we got a ton of upgrades. We probably could run at 42 and just run 2 sidesteps in there and probably be fine. But dang it, I just turned everything upside down. Okay, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 5. Let's run it. Let's see what happens. And then if we, because I think sidestep, I think subdue has a spot in the deck depending on how much damage we can take, or how much damage we end up taking. The thing is we may just win fast, right? Like this can be a solo rush deck, right? So especially with Wolverine. So I would not be surprised if we see this game not take too long. So the other thing is, and now I'm just making speculations at this point, just kind of talking through the deck, is if we don't, we may not need endurance. Endurance could be cut here. But that will be something that we can reevaluate later. We're gonna run with Death Strike, the mod set, just because it's new. I wanted to try it. I love Repurpose. I hated Repurpose when I first saw it, but Repurpose is so cool. I misread it and I did not see that it readied your hero, and that's what makes Repurpose so incredibly awesome. Also, Tough protects your force field generator now. They did rule that the force interrupt takes place. No. Yeah. So it does not protect your Tough. You have to run through the force field generator before you can trigger Tough, which is a little suck. It kind of sucks. We got 6. Actually, first we'll get a Sentinel Mark 6. That's not a bad one. Plasma Pistol, Energy Barrier, Claws are getting mulliganed. Energy Barrier, what doesn't kill me in a Repurpose? We don't need Repurpose. We don't need what doesn't kill me. I'd rather keep the Energy Barriers over the Plasma Pistol, so let's mulligan these. To a Plasma Pistol. Utopia is huge. What doesn't kill me is not huge. And a Jubilee. Okay. We will grab our Claws. Okay, so I want to get Utopia and Jubilee out. And that does kill our energy barriers, but I think it's what we probably should do. Because what that allows us to do, let's flip up. We got 2 you know what? No, we're gonna get Utopia and an energy barrier out, I think. Sinks that we've already seen 2 of our what doesn't kill me's. So let's go Plasma Pistol and what doesn't kill me for Utopia. Then we'll go energy barrier and a Jubilee for an energy barrier. Oops. It says 1. We'll attack the Sentinel Mark. 6 for 2. Stand up. There's Endurance. There's the Skeleton. Polaris. Regenerative Healing. So 2, 4. And Strength. Sweet. Nice. Place 1 here. Master Mold's going to attack us for 3, which I'm at 10. I never fixed the health, and Master Mold is at 14. So I'm at 10. I'm going to be taking 5 plus a boost. I'm going to take it because we have the Skeleton and we have Endurance. So we have a couple of ways to save. So 3 plus 2 is 5. We're going to mitigate one of those. So I'm going to take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will throw 1 damage to the Sentinel Mark 4 or 5, 6. Sentinel Mark 6 is going to attack me for 2. 1, 2. Energy barrier to prevent one of those and throw it back at the Sentinel. Our bad card is Insert Virus Program. Okay, so we can kill a Sentinel with that. Nice. So that's 4. We're going to heal 2. 1, 2. Back up to 7. I think we getting Polaris out there is actually pretty nice, but I think I'd rather just get I think I'd just rather get all of my money out there, or all my health out there. So let's go strength for a skeleton. That gives us +1 attack and 4 hit points. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna take a healing to play endurance. So +3. 1, 2, 3. So we're tied with the villain now. Let's go ahead and just kill this mark, this sentinel. I think we're gonna hang on to Polaris. If we hang on to Polaris, we can trigger Utopia next turn, and we still have a lot of money in our deck. We've only seen one double, and we haven't seen any of the power-ofs. So let's hang on to Polaris. We'll draw into Genius. There's the power of Colossus, so 2, 4, and I got better. Okay. We'll throw 2 up here. Master Mold is going to attack us for 3 plus a boost card. We'll take it to the face. Discard 1 random card from your hand and take damage equal to the number of printed icons on it. Ugh. So it's going to be 5. So 3 is going to be our Genius. Dang it. Bummer. Okay, so he hit us for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ouch. Okay, well that... okay, then. That happened. Our card is going to be Lady Deathstrike with Quick Strike. After Lady Deathstrike attacks a character, and that character discards 1 random card from their hand. That is not good. So she's going to hit us for 2. We'll re-roll a 5 or a 6. 4 is Colossus. Okay. Well, there you go. There you go. We still have Polaris, so that's nice. We have not drawn any of our attacks yet, so that's kind of crazy. This is gonna pop if we don't do anything about it. Let's go ahead and attack 3 here. We're going to play a Power Protection. I got better for a Polaris. We're going to give Wolverine a tough status card. Utopia will trigger to ready Wolverine. And then we will attack and kill Lady Deathstrike. Polaris is going to thwart 1 off of the main. Okay. We'll stand up. There's a lunging strike. There's a slice and dice. Here's all of our attacks. There's a repurpose. Sweet. Power protection. 2, 4, 5, and a berserker barrage. Alrighty. So 2 goes here. Master Mold's going to attack for 3 plus a boost. We'll take it to the face. Plus 0, and there goes the advance. It's going to knock the tough off. Our bad card is going to be Adamantium Upgrades. Attached to an enemy without a copy of Adamantium Upgrades attached. Otherwise, this card gains Surge. Spend 1 of each resource to discard it. That's gross. Start of my turn, we're going to heal 2. Up to 9. Gotta deal with that. Which we could repurpose and deal with that. Hey! It looks like Whirl, but I think it's Viral. Thank you for the sub. Thank you so very much. Happy Tuesday. I'm thinking we repurpose the energy barrier to help with some of this threat. I think that's probably what we need to do. He's at 14 still, so he's got a ton of health. We could power ofs, or we could do this to get rid of the upgrades. And we have the Wolverine's Claws to play Lunging Strike. I think we'll do that. So we'll toss these to get rid of our upgrades, or to get rid of the Adamantium upgrades. Let's go ahead and it's going to be at a 4th thwart. So let's go ahead and knock this tough and deal 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's repurpose this energy barrier and give ourselves +2 thwart. And we'll thwart 4 off the main. And then we will exhaust Wolverine's claws. Take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. To play lunging strike. Oops. 1, 2, 3. And this deals 8. So he was at 14. I did 3, 8. So that's 11. So he should be at 3. Okay. Let's have Polaris. Polaris will take this one off. Stand up. There's a lunging strike. Professor X. Logan's cabin. Repurpose, so 2, 4. Angel. Okay. Probably hang on to... Yeah, we got force field generator and energy barrier left in our deck. So we'll probably hang on to this repurpose, because I think we've seen there's 1, 2. Yeah, so this is our last repurpose in this deck pass. So let's hang on to repurpose. So we'll go 2. Master Mold's going to attack for 3. Polaris is going to block. It's going to be 3. Attached to a Sentinel minion. We don't have a Sentinel minion, because we don't let those stay out. He dies. Then our bad card is Relentless Robots. Each player engaged with a Sentinel minion cannot thwart this scheme. It comes in with 3. Okay, so... So if we attack Master Mold and push him, he comes in with 16. Lunging Strike takes him down to 8. We can play Angel, which will ready Wolverine, taking him down to 5. Angel can hit him for 2, taking him down to 3. Unfortunately, that's not enough to kill, because we're pretending Magneto's not here. But I think that's what we do. The other option would be to kill this Relentless Robots, which I think we can do both. We can do both. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and attack and push him into stage 2. So Stalwart and Toughness. He's a 3/4 now. And he comes in with 16. And I need to heal too. So we're up to 16. We'll go ahead and Logan's Cabin and Professor X to play Angel, which will Utopia to ready Wolverine. We're at 8. Yeah. Wolverine's Claws is going to lunging strike this tough. And 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to 8. And I take 3. 1, 2, 3. He's at 8. We've got 5 here. So let's just go ahead and thwart with both of these to take care of the robots. Okay. Stand up. Draw into a force field generator, Berserker Barrage, Tracked by Scent, and an energy barrier. So we've got kill easy here now. We'll go 2 here. Master Mold's going to attack for 4, assuming... I just need to stop saying that, because that never ends up well for us. Angel will block. Angel dies. Our encounter card is Shields Up. Give each Sentinel minion engaged with you a tough status card. Otherwise, this card gains Surge. Surges into Intruder's Alert. Sweet. That's game. So we will Berserker Barrage and Tracked by Scent for an energy barrier. Heal 2. I'm going to attack for 3. 1, 2, 3. We will repurpose the energy barrier to ready. Give us a 5 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. GG's. I like this deck. I like this deck a lot. I want to see how it how it plays when we actually do draw into Berserker Frenzy and get to use that. But I think the deck is really cool. I think I kind of want to try this deck against the, because we're going to go Ronin next. So I think I kind of want to try this against Ronin. I feel like this is going to be a good one to try against Ronin. But Wolverine's so good. Wolverine is incredibly good. Cool. Alrighty, so I'm going to go to the Be Right Back screen. We're going to set up for Ronin. We're going to get a game of Ronin in, and then we're going to dive into Storm, 1 or 2 games with her. And so that's what's coming up. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you all very soon.